Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot coming at you with the weekly comic roundup. We're making our way through this week's DC Haul, so let's keep on going with Poison Ivy number 31. Where we left off, Ivy had learned what her role was with both the green and the gray. She is basically supposed to be the intermediary between the two entities. And Janet from HR had also had a journey in the marshes. So the issue opens. Ivy's having potentially a nightmare, at least potentially a dream about Bog Venus, and apparently Bog Venus thinks that Ivy is the reason that the green and the gray are at war again, and they are. Or Ivy is. But she's also the best silver piece. But Ivy and Janet talk when Ivy wakes up, and she explains, and Ivy explains to Janet that she basically has to first she's gonna rogue her piece with the long term, rogue pieces with the green and the gray, and short term deal with the order of the Green Knight, so that they can go back home. But and she's decided she's going to call in help from Peter Undine, the the flower-headed, literally flower-headed industrialist from earlier in the series. They shake hands, and apparently the fact that Ivy can touch Peter is, yeah. But she explains that she's been restored to her full powers, so there's no plant toxin that can hurt her now. But she asked Peter to help her find out what happened to Marsville. That what why do all people die? What killed them? Disease? Murder? But Undine makes a very good point. Who dug the graves? And so, Undine touches one of the graves, and then grabs Ivy, and basically she gets a visual of what happened. Marshall was supposed to be there, or no one settled it. Disease, there were various factors. But industrialists from Gotham in the 40, well, in the 40s and 50s wanted a place close to Gotham, but not in Gotham. And when the Marshlands returned after being seemingly driven out, well, they dug a complex system of pumps and drains to keep the water out. It still returned though. But slowly the swamp began to reclaim the town of Marshview. The ground is split, swamp gas began to poison the air, people began to get sick. But the dream of Marshview refused to die, so much time and money had already been spent sunk into the reluctant soil. And everyone was, just couldn't believe that the Earth wouldn't just bend into mankind's will. But, and in some cases, for some it was cheaper to stay, in dollars anyway. But those people also ended up dying, presumably in their homes. But those who survived the first year in Marshview survived the rot, the floods. They didn't drown; they suffocated. They were poisoned by swamp gas. And as they were, they saw eyes looking at them from between the trees. Became convinced they were being watched. A medical enemy might try to tell you that they finally succumbed to the bad air, but the marshes are a nexus, an ancient fork in the path of life where the green is strong. They were being watched by the trees, the grasses, the water, their own deaths. Except for a man named Ed Cooper, Ed was a janitor. And somehow, the things that affected everyone else in Marshview never affected Ed. Not toxic mold, or the poisonous gases, or the running floodwaters. He's the one who buried the townsfolk. Wanted to do right by them, but it thought it was all temporary. Someone would come through and fix things, drain the water, save the town. He didn't realize that men in the skyscraper of Gotham had abandoned Marshview. It was a bad investment. So there was no one left to tell Ed he was wasting his time. No one left to tell him the bog was changing him. And soon enough, there was nothing at all. No people, no town, not even Ed Cooper. Until Ivy raised it. And after Ivy gets out, recovers from her vision, she tells Undyne that she thinks that the marshes want her to confront whatever lives up to Marshview. Only then can the wetlands fully heal. Like a wild animal that comes to the door to show you the thorn in its paw. But Undyne actually is more interested in studying it, and he's interested in the intersection between what humankind can build and what nature can bear. But Ivy points out that how his experiments in his fields end. And then she says there's no magic bullet, no new building material, new fuel, something that people ignore what's happening to the planet and go on over consuming. They continue to argue, however, and what remains of Ed Cooper, a bog zombie covered in mouths and eyes, approaches them. And that is where the issue ends. Good issue. good issue. I wish I could remember what the Acorn was about in from issue 30. I think it has something to do with Jen and Ivy, but I cannot entirely remember what. Moving on though to our next book, we've got Two-Face number 4. Where we left off, the villain was revealed to be, well, Two-Face, or well, another alter of Harvey Dent's. And the judge has allowed to put Harvey on trial. The issue opens with a hallucination of Harvey a hallucination of his father. Apparently, his father was abusive, and the coin flip. But the trial in Harvey's head begins of Big Bad Harv versus Harvey Dent. They're split down the middle. And Harvey is asked what his crimes are. And he's not straightly told. But basically, Harvey's father was ambitious and wanted power, and didn't get it. But Harvey was indecisive, and Harvey's father would flip a coin basically, if he was going to whoop Harvey's ass or not. But that's when Big Bad Harv came about. And Harvey's mother said that give it to imagine a box inside your head and put his pain in the box. And he kind of became, and so the bad side kind of became Harvey's friend. To hide away. But and Harvey stole his dad's around the time his parents divorced. Harvey stole his dad's silver dollar and to make decisions. And when Harvey's parents split, he decided to go with his mother. And things were good for Harvey. There was no need for, as he put it, Scarvy. Until Boss Maroni drew some acid in his face. All bubbling back up to the surface. And Scarvy basically accuses Harvey of stealing his agency. And Harvey still was troubled by his inability to make a decision, and so he hid behind the coin to make every decision, good or bad. He discarded aside bad head over and over again. All that Scarby could do was exist. But he decided to lock Scarby away in his mind. But Scarby found a hole a portal basically to the what was actually going on the real world of sorts that Harvey had forgotten about. And Scarby would step through the door at the top of the North Tower. Well, Harvey had forgotten. Like every other moment of pain, it was hidden away. But Scarby wants recompense. And so the judge tells Harvey to the coin must be closed for judgment. But Harvey snatches the coin and says that everyone forgot something. Or maybe Harvey did. Harvey can't decide anything. Because, well, and the ultimates can't either because they're all him. And it's his choice, not the coin's. His. But he's going to basically destroy his mind prison. And he bids bad Harvey, Scarby, goodbye. But there's a witness in the courtroom that is a shadow of, whereas Scarby is a shadow of Harvey, this shadow is a shadow of Harvey's mother, and has the key to release Scarby. And that is where the issue ends. Ooh. What's going to happen to Harvey? That is the question. Anyways, let's bring us to our last book for the moment. We've got Secret 6, number 1. So, Secret 6 has been a commonly a book that occasionally pops up. First popped up in the aftermath of Infinite Crisis, because due to the popularity of Gale Simon's Villains United miniseries. And honestly, the Simone's run on Secret 6 is just amazing. This lineup apparently has 2 members of the Simone lineup, and I really love the cover highlighting other former members of the various lineups. It doesn't mention get all of them, but some of the standouts. So the issue opens. Apparently, John Kent is working at Bell Rev. He's having to deal with Bizarro. But he takes down Bizarro. He takes him down. However, John and his boyfriend, Jay Nakamura, aka Gossamer, have discovered that Amanda Waller is missing. And they discovered this largely because of their frenemy, best way to most fair way to describe her, Dreamer. So, the trio go to Belle Rev to break in, because breaking is a perfectly normal thing to do. But Dreamer encounters Black Alice, her former Suicide Squad teammate. But the guards attack, and they're getting bits with syringes. And Dreamer, of course, Gossamer lets out Black Alice, but suddenly the scene shifts to a dilapidated secret house in Vermont. I'm presuming the House of Shadows. It is. Or Secrets. Basically, I think it's the House of Secrets. I think. And it turns out that Superman, Gossamer, and Dreamer interrupted Deadshot's attempt at breaking out Catman. And that is where the issue ends. I'm looking forward to this, and I really, really hope that this is not a miniseries, but I'm not going to be surprised if it turns out to be. Anyways, that's the do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Twitter, Patreon, PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.